Let's be honest, in the heat of battle we've all had those "oh no, why did I do that" moments. But this is not the week to make mistakes. This is BBR playoffs and A1-2 is facing off against JBear and his scary terror Great Tusk. But does a 12 fear this Diggersby wannabe? No. A1 is gonna put down this overgrown elephant with an assault vest. Mudsdale Spec Cycles are Shuka Toxapex, Terra Fairy Thunderous, and Endursilacal Dango. Can a 12 secure another victory over JBear, or will he suffer a humiliating defeat? Find out now.
Remember to like the video and subscribe to a 12 to watch more Pokemon draft content.
Okay, so my opponent unfortunately brought Latios. I just did not expect Latios to come at all. So I didn't bring like any prep for Latios, so I just really hope it's not like Scarf Lusterpurge, because Lusterpurge kind of cooks the 6 I brought. I'm just leading Mousecrata. Mousecrata is my best lead into basically anything besides the Slitherwing or the Overquill. The reason why I really like Mousecrata lead here especially is I'm actually running Life Orb Power Gem to one-shot the Cinderace. I really don't expect Cinderace to be scarfed in this matchup. Bash him. Okay, leads immediately on to Jolteon. Fair enough. Not the end of the world. I can't stay in a U-turn this. Does Alluring Voice take me out? It might. Your Terra Grass. I feel like Mudsdale's my play still. If I could just surround this with like Body Slam, Heavy Slam, all the slams. Yeah, I really can't afford my Mousecrata taking this Alluring Voice and getting like the chip that he needs. It's because this actually, I don't think Alluring Voice kills me. I don't have enough time to check. I really need this Mousecrata kind of healthy because it's one of my best win conditions, so I'm just gonna go immediately out into my Mudsdale and play from there. As you double, who do you double out into? Bullfish? Overquill. Okay. I could have U-turned there then. But still, I'm okay with this situation if I could get a very big Earthquake off on this. If he Toxic's not the end of the world. If he goes for Toxic Spikes, that'll be a little bit annoying, but I can play around it. So I'm just gonna raw Earthquake. It'll do a very large chunk to this. As you switch, are you gonna go out into Slitherwing? Potentially. Green means go the Latios. I'm terrified of this Latios. I am Lash Out for this, fortunately, but I know that Lash Out isn't a very good answer to this. I kind of think you just flip turn here though. It's because I do have like a very obviously especially defensive Goldango. I'm just gonna raw Heavy Slam. It's because that should do a decent amount to this Latios. I think Latios is pretty heavy, or pretty light. I do 2-shot it. Yeah, I think the play is Heavy Slam. If you go for Lusterpurge, you go for Lusterpurge. As you go for Shadow Ball, expecting my Goldango, I am AV, so I'm going to be able to take this. As I do take this, he does 331, so he does about 70%. I do about half. He used Citrus Berry, okay. But so you definitely thought that out. I really don't have a good switch into this. I do kind of want this around for Jolteon. Latios was like the one thing I really didn't want to see in this matchup. I think he Lusterpurge this turn. I think Lash Out's doing more. Does Lash Out 2-shot this? Lash Out should take this out? Question mark. Depends on his investment. I really don't like the idea of having this chip for his endgame though. I'm gonna make a crazy play. I'm gonna go out into the Mudsdale. If he Draco Meteor is good on him, but I really can't afford the Mudsdale taking a Surf. And Cyclizar is kind of my most optional Pokemon at this point. It's not really that good into this matchup. As you do just Draco Meteor, okay. I lose my Spinner, which is really unfortunate, but that's fine. I'm actually surprised he went for Dracos because he knows that Double Dance on my thingy is very scary. Do I go Goldango and start setting up? No, I feel like my play is always this, and if I am running the heavy duty boots Volt Switch, I am Terra Fairy, so I can start with potential Terra. I'm not going to Terra this turn though. Who do I think you go on this? Cinder, maybe? We're just going to Volt Switch. Yep, I think that's probably going to be the Cinderace coming out. If you can't afford taking a Terra Blast Terra Fairy with no, it's Jolteon. Okay. I could have Terra Blast this. That's unfortunate. I do know that this is Terra Grass. I know that this is like very, very scary into the 6 I brought, especially if he's like Calm Mind and Terra Blast. Ugh, not what I want to see. This Jolteon is going to be a really big issue. He is indeed Calm Mind. The thing is he going to Terra? He might. Yeah, so I think my play is Body Press in the off chance he Terras. As he does indeed Terra, he is Terra Grass, so this is going to do a very large chunk. I probably should have just Terra Blasted with my Thunderous. Taking my kill on this Jolteon. He is Terra Blast, yeah. But this shouldn't kill. I'm like AB and Mudsdale. Pretty defensive. That does way more than I would have liked. Yeah, that does way, way more than I would have liked. But this Body Slam should do a very large chunk back. Defense Rose. Oh, I see you. That was your check to... Okay. That was your check. I think I have to sack off my Mudsdale. Yeah. Do I have to go for the sweeps of my Goldango this early? If I think my Goldango is going to be my only way to revenge kill this. If these are probably Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Alluring Voice. Actually, no. Can you afford Alluring Voice here? I don't think so. I don't have a move that'll take this out, though. I think this is still my play, starting with, like, potential Scarf. If you are Alluring Voice, I could go out into my Goldango and hope you're not Sucker Punch. You are Alluring Voice. Okay, you're Alluring Voice, Terra Blast. Is your last move going to be Shadow Ball? I don't know. Okay. I have to Nasty Play. I have to go for the win. You're Thunderbolt. He doesn't bring me down to my Selec. That sucks. If my Nasty Plot just revealed that I am indeed a Salakberry Goldango. Do I think he Calm Minds here? This is a 50-50. If I get this right, I could potentially come back. I'm gonna make it rain. You Thunderbolt! Ah, shit, that's game. That's game. Oh, I should have endured. Very unfortunate. I could have played this so differently. I mean, I knew that Calm Mind Jolteon was a threat, and I just didn't respect it to the amount I should have. Okay, yeah. I just lose at this point. There's nothing I can do. I should have doubled out Scout. Goldango was my only way to win this game. I really want to see his side and see if he was Sucker Punch on Cinderace, because if he wasn't Sucker Punch on my Cinderace, my Goldango would have just won. Yeah, that sucks. So very quick game, very unfortunately to get knocked out. Knocked out by just kind of an over prediction in this click. If I would have just Terra Blasted twice, he would have lost this Jolteon. Why did I Volt Switch? In hindsight, though, I had no reason to go for Terra Blast. Even if he went Cinderace, that wasn't the end of the world. So it's just going to be a good game. Yeah, that's a good game. I should have brought Scarf from Masquerada. I knew from past games that this Jolteon was an issue, and I should have had a way to outspeed it. Especially since I had to gamble like what Terra type this Jolteon was going to be in this matchup. I mean, it's over. I should have known that Thunderbolt would be the last move too. So, good game.